Hello, I'm Barry Flatman, and our bizarre cameras are just down the hall from where boxing champion Sugar Ray Granger is having both his eyes operated on. We're standing next to his lifelong friend, manager, trainer, and confidant, Leo Tortorzi. Leo, how's the champ?
Well, from what I understand, he had both retinas reconnected, and hopefully his chances are good that he'll see again.
What caused all the damage?
Well, in the last fight in the first round, Killer Davis stuck a thumb in his eye, and then headbutted him in the other eye. It was disgusting, and by the end of the third round, both his eyes were swollen shut. He couldn't see. And it's not only his manager, but his friend, and almost like a father, I couldn't let the fight go on much longer.
His eyes were closed in the third.
Yeah.
That fight went 13 rounds.
I know, I couldn't let it go 14. I love the kid too much. Here comes my boy now. Excuse me. How is he, Doctor?
It was much worse than we thought. Both his retinas were completely detached. We found broken bones from his nose lodged in his eyes. His tongue was in his pants pocket, and his head was turned once around. Very difficult surgery.
Boy, well, thank God he's still alive. Do you think he'll be able to see again?
Well, we'll take the bandages off in a couple of weeks, then maybe we'll find out if he has any vision.
Yeah, thank you, Doctor. Sugar! Sugar, can you hear me, kid? It's Leo! Leo! I love you, kid. Just hang in there. I'll take care of you. Just know I'm here for you.
Pretty bad, huh?
Yeah, but he's a tough kid. He'll make it.
Well, let me ask you one last question. Do you think Sugar will fight again in the future?
What a disgusting question! You think at a time like this I'm concerned whether Sugar will fight in the future? I don't give a damn if Sugar will fight in the future. There's only one thing that I'm concerned about right now.
What's that?
I'm concerned whether he'll be able to fight tonight. Come on, kid. Come on, kid. Come on. Hey. Shit, look, he's cut already. Why do I waste my time? The kid cut so easy. Hey, doctor, can we use your ambulance? I need a siren to get him to the arena on time. We only got 10 minutes. Hey, where the hell's this mouthpiece?
It's all right. I sewed it in his mouth.
Don't worry, kid. If it gets real bad, I'll take the patches off in the third round. Don't forget, if he's beating you up real bad, listen for the towel. I love you, kid. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the star of Bizarre, John Biner.
Thank you very much, and welcome to Bizarre. I'd like to stay here and chat, but I have a somber occasion I have to speak at. I'll be right back, so stay tuned. Don't go away at the same time. Settle down. We are gathered here today to mourn the passing of two great superstars of motion pictures and the comedy record world, the great Cheech and Chong. Cheech and Chong comedy captured the rebellious feeling of today's youth and grossed over $100 million doing it. Cheech and Chong were emblematic of the drug culture that was prevalent in the nation during the late 60s. And their humor was shockingly funny, although it sometimes flirted on the borders of bad taste. But at least we can say they were different. And in conclusion, I say, rest in peace, Cheech and Chong. Now the friends of Cheech and Chong may pass by the coffin and pay their last respects. Bless you all. Thank you so much.
Man, like here's some uppers and downers for whichever way you're going.
Hey, Cheech and Chong, man. Hey, we know you guys can't hear us, but this is Bruno Valdez, man. President of your fan club, man, and I'm here with Rubio and Carlos, vice president and treasurer. And we just want to thank you guys, man. Thank you for showing us what real comedy is, you know? Thanks for all the hours of pleasure watching your brilliantly funny, tasteful, artful movies, man. But last and not least, thanks for giving us that one comedic art form, that one subtle movement that just was the tops, man, was just everything. Thanks for showing us how to moon, man.
I just want to see if they did as much as everyone says they did. Yeah, they did.
Now it's time for the first family of prejudice. Those wonderful hate mongers, the bigots. Here's the star of the family, Daddy Bigot.
Hey, then me got me, you find an old matzo ball and you corned beef and cabbage. Now I want you to meet me Italian son. Exxon just got the all rights to his hair. And this is me Polish wife here. You know, she had her hair done at the beauty parlor. It's lovely. Raise your arms, show everybody. Now, here's me black brother-in-law. You know, he's got an identity problem. He just looted his own house. Now, this is my Mexican nephew here. He was on the Mexican water polo team until his horse drowned. And now this is me Jewish daughter. She had sex with her husband last night, and then she woke up. Hey, honey. How do you tell a Polish airplane?
I don't know.
It's the one with the hair under the wings. Hey, look, I got your little underarm deodorant. Red!
Oh, it's not these for insects. You think that's funny, Mafia mug? What's an Italian cookout?
I don't know.
A fire in a garbage can.
Hey, you know the last thing they do at an Italian wedding reception?
No, what?
Flush the punch bowl.
You think that's funny? Hey, tell me the difference between a Jewish mother-in-law and an elephant, eh?
What?
About 50 pounds.
Hey, how about this? A Jewish diaphragm. You ever been on a Jewish airplane? No. They don't show movies. They show pictures of grandchildren.
Hey, tell me, how do two black people
people share a cab.
How?
Okay, one takes the hubcaps, the other takes the engine.
Hey, don't feel bad. I got good news for you. You just inherited your father's business.
Hey, what you laughing at, Burrow Brain? Say, how can you tell a bride at a Mexican wedding, huh?
I don't know how.
She's the one with the mustache.
Maybe you're like this, I bought you a Mexican tie. Fly paper.
Very funny. Say, what's the difference between an Irish wedding and an Irish funeral?
What?
One drunk.
Of course, we've all been having a bit of fun with each other. But we all really love and respect each other, don't you? I know I'm very proud of the way our family shares. 2 weeks ago, we all chipped in and had a birthday party for my daughter. Last week, you spent your money on my birthday. I realize that, and thank you. And to show you we're going to continue in the sharing, in honor of our Mexican nephew, we're going to have a party, an authentic Mexican barbecue, okay? You get the grill, you get the briquettes, and the rest of us get the garbage. Thank you very much, and good evening. Welcome. Before we get on with the show, I understand this isn't rigged or anything. I understand there's a lady, I can see it from here. She's got a Super Dave t-shirt on. Want to come down here, please? Come on, let's get a hand. Hi. Where did you get that? Well, come on, you don't have to. What's your name?
Karen.
Karen, hi.
Hello.
Where did you get the t-shirt? Did you make it yourself?
Mm-hmm. Well, I had it made.
You had it made? Well, that's terrific. Because it just so happens that, people have been accusing Super Dave of selling things, of selling out, in a sense. And it's kind of a coincidence that you hear, because I don't know if you read those trash newspapers, the gossip rags you get at the supermarket, Well, recently, there was an article about our own Super Dave Osborne. It was rather ugly, and Super Dave asked me if he could reply to the accusations on our show. And of course, I said okay, and now we take you to Desert Hot Springs, California, where Super Dave is currently in training for his next stunt. Let's go now to Mike Walden with Super Dave Osborne.
Thank you, John Biner, and hello again, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mike Walden standing next to a rather unhappy Super Dave Osborne. Super Dave, what in the world's going on?
Well, Mike, there was a rather insulting article in one of those trash magazines you get in the market, and the headline said, Super Dave Osborne will do anything for money. Then it went on to say that at one time I was the world's greatest stuntman, and now I've commercialized everything I do, and that I'm only doing things for cash now. And it was infuriating, it was degrading, and it's left me very depressed.
Super Dave, I've known you for years, and I've never seen that side of you, ever.
Well, Mike, what happened was one little tiny incident happened, and it was blown way out of proportion. I came out with these Super Dave T-shirts and gave them away at my CN Tower jump. They were given away for free. I did not charge anything, and...
Wait a minute, you mean you say you didn't charge anything at all?
No, all you had to do to get one of these T-shirts was buy one of my new albums, Super Dave.
Idea that you'd made an album.
Oh, yes. Well, you can read about all that in my new book, Life and Times of Super Dave Osborne. And I think you'll enjoy it. It comes in softcover and hardcover.
Ah, that's really wonderful.
Incidentally, these albums are $5.95, and if you want a tape and cassette, they're $20. They're available, too.
I'll have to get an album, and certainly a copy of that book.
Well, I'm very happy, Mike, that I'm able to get this off my chest. And one other thing in the article, it really infuriated me. It said that Super Dave paid Mike Walden to wear his clothing line, and that if you didn't wear what I told you, you were out of a job.
Listen, that is so ridiculous, Super Dave, that I wouldn't even dignify that with a response. But let me say this, that I did pick out these clothes at a department store, and I had no idea they were Super Dave clothes until I got home and looked at the label. The thought that Super Dave could or would pay me to wear the clothes that he wanted me to or threaten my job is preposterous, infuriating, and insulting. So there.
Well, Mike, I appreciate that, and I'm sorry to upset you, but I just wanted to totally clear the air.
Well, as a matter of fact, the only thing I ever bought was this Super Dave watch, which is one of my prized possessions.
Well, Mike, I think we've really made our point clear, and I know I've cleared my conscience. And I'd like to thank you and John Biner. And I'd like to take you both, along with the entire staff of Bazaar, the cast and crew, out to dinner to one of my new Super Dave burger restaurants, which you can find in almost every major city. In fact, if you eat there this evening and mention that you saw this rebuttal, they'll give you a Super Dave Osborne doll free. That's a doll where you pull the string and it says, "Holy shit."
Well, you mean you say you get that for free? I paid $5.95 for mine, and you said you gave it to me for wholesale.
Well, Mike, I think that's once again proof that I'm not commercializing my career in any way.
Well, that's good. Beautifully put as always, Super Dave. And at least when it comes to this article, we've had a chance to set the record straight and prove those newspapers for what they are. Thank you, Super Dave. Thank you very much, and we're looking forward to your next stunt, which, by the way, I understand is coming up in just a couple of weeks.
Yes, Mike, and it's going to be a real dilly. And let me add before we go off the air, if anyone missed what I said tonight, and it was very important, and they would like a copy, all they have to do is send a self-addressed stamped envelope and $5, and we'll be happy to send you one. And if you want to play it in your car and you want a tape or cassette, another $20 will do.
Well, thank you very much,
good
Super
stereo,
Dave.
and I think
I'm
you'll
sure
really
that,
enjoy
yes.
it.
Well, this is Mike Walden with a much relieved Super Dave Osborne returning you to Bazaar. Nice going, Super Dave. I'm glad you got that off the chest, because I know it's been building up for some time.
Are we off?
Yeah, we're off. Hey, wait a minute, Super Dave. Where's the money you promised me for wearing your clothes?
I told you to wear the blue jacket with those pants, you putz. You ever wear this pajama top again, you're through. Hey, Jack, set up for the Super Dave waterbed commercial, and then we'll do the Super Dave dog food, okay? You're an embarrassment to me sometimes. You know, you didn't even mention the fact that I'm selling my gloves.
What a wonderful man.
Well, I'm glad Super Dave straightened it all out for us. Tell us, Karen, what is the stunt you have for Super Dave?
Well, if I'd have known that this would have happened, I could have brought my film clip because we were on location in my apartment.
You and Super Dave?
Yeah.
Okay, we can use our imagination then. Okay. Thank you very much.
It's time again for the world's first family of prejudice, the habitual haters, the bigots. And here's the master of malice himself, the father, Mr. Bigot.
Yes, top of the evening to you. May you have an affair with a prostitute leper and watch your shillelagh fall off. Let me introduce you to me family. This is me Italian son. He knows when to keep his mouth shut. He's very proper. Also, he doesn't want to let the flies out. Next, me and me Polish wife, she just took a bath and left a ring around the toilet bowl. Here's me black brother-in-law. He married a Jap, and every December 7th, they attack Pearl Bailey. Now, me Mexican nephew, he's very rich. He has a diving board over his cesspool. And finally, here's me Jewish daughter. You know, her favorite position for sex is bending over the checkbook. Hey, honey, how do you tell a Polish Santa Claus?
How?
He's the one with the Easter basket.
That wasn't funny.
Oh, you're right, honey. Maybe I'll cheer you up with a little present I bought you here. Something to clean the sheets.
That's very funny. You cannot shovel sheets.
You think that's funny, Linguini Lips? Tell me, why are there only 2 pallbearers at an Italian funeral?
Why?
Because there are only 2 handles on a garbage can.
Hey, you think that's funny, bagel butt? How long does it take a Jewish man to make love?
Oh, how long?
10 minutes. 1 minute of sex, 9 minutes of guilt.
Honey, you know what they find in dirty Jewish kitchens?
What?
Polish cleaning women.
Oh, very funny. Tell me, what has 10 legs and goes hody-do, hody-do, hody-do?
What?
5 black men running for an elevator.
She shouldn't have said that, son. Here's your sister's wart.
Hey, how would you like a kick in your enchiladas, huh? Hey, you know how you can tell the corpse is a Mexican funeral?
How?
Huh? He's the only one with no flies around him.
Hey, Pancho, do you know why Mexicans eat beans at night? Why? So they can have a bubble bath in the morning. Why don't you go put a glass under your pillow and wait for the booze fairy? You know what the biggest thrill is for Irish parents? No, what? When the kid takes his first step to the bar. All right. As usual, we've been insulting each other's ethnic origin, but we're all really proud of each other. I'm particularly proud of me brother-in-law, who has become the first black astronaut, and tomorrow is a very special day for him. I want to get up early in the morning and share that wonderful moment with him when he becomes the first black man to go into space. I want to stand there and be the first to say, God bless you, son. And the jig is up. Thank you very much. We had a wonderful time, a great audience. I understand the president watches the show, so I'd like to say a dignified good night to the President of the United States. Good night, Mr. President. See you next time.